everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. The main event for UFC 300 will be Alex Pereira defending his light heavyweight title against Jamahal Hill. It's a fight on paper, great fight, but after weeks of speculation about what the main event of UFC 300 is going to be, does this cut the cake? UFC 300 was supposed to be the most stacked card of the year, but so far it has turned out to be quite a bummer. UFC tried to find a main event for this card for quite some time now. Initially, it was Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, but that didn't materialize. What's going on with Conor and the UFC is yet another mystery. Michael Chandler has wasted an entire year for that fight, and even now it's not clear if that fight ever takes place. Dana White himself said that Leon Edwards was offered 3 opponents for UFC 300, and he said yes to all of them. Probably the opponent said no. Like Khamzat Chimaev has said he would not fight during Ramadan. Same goes for Islam Makhachev as well. So this scheduling was also an issue for UFC 300. The big names were all out, and the UFC were left stumbling to find a main event. The main event of UFC 100 was Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir. The co-main event featured George St. Pierre. The main event of UFC 200 was Miesha Tate versus Amanda Nunes. Again, the co-main was Brock Lesnar versus Mark Hunt. The card also included the likes of Daniel Cormier and Anderson Silva. Just the names in those cards were enough to draw the attention of the fans. So they were anticipating a major announcement from Dana White, and it turned out to be a massive disappointment. The co-main event for UFC 300 is the worst in recent memory. Zhang Weili versus Yan Xionan for the strawweight title. Most of the MMA community don't even know who they are, especially the challenger. And they have to follow Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway for the BMF title. The only real massive fight on the card. And it's disrespectful to Max and Justin to be not the main or co-main event, as they are the biggest draws on that card. And even Charles Oliveira versus Armaan Tsarukyan has been pushed down the main card. Charles is a former champion. He has got the record for the most number of finishes in UFC history. So again, it doesn't make sense for him and Armaan Tsarukyan to fight lower than Zhang Weili and Yan Xionan. UFC 298 was much more thrilling than this. The star power of the UFC is quickly diminishing by the day. Those larger-than-life characters are slowly but surely vanishing, and the newer ones don't have the personality, or they are striving really hard to attain it. In short, UFC 300 promised much but fell way short of the mark. UFC 298 was much more thrilling and exciting than this card put together. Now, there's extra pressure on the fighters to put on a spectacle and deliver on the big stage. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. Which fight should have made the UFC 300 card? And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.